Let's quickly make this area a proper district. Oh, there is a earthquake through the center of the city. Okay, that one was slightly painful, I'm gonna admit. That was bad. Hello and welcome back, fellow Vooperians, to San Vooprisco, where I actually spelt my own city wrong. There is no E here. That would be Vooprisco, and that's a little bit too Vooper. So let's fix that up. There we go. San Vooprisco is looking pretty nice after it survived that last disaster. And as always, there's going to be no pausing once we start the episode, which is now. And so the city of San Vooprisco moves on, slowly but surely. So it appears that the book bank is actually an elementary school, which I was made aware of, so that's bad. So what we're going to be doing is actually turning the book bank on and shutting off the community school, because the book bank can hold way more people, and is just way more efficient. But it would appear that this city is surviving, even though there was a slight, disaster and everyone almost died. Things are going pretty well. That poor building there that's just destroyed, let's just remove them and pretend that didn't happen. No, but quite honestly, I didn't even expect to get past episode 1, so that is some progress. Honestly, as long as we can get an emergency reserve of cash in the background, then we should be fine. Where it gets dangerous is once we run out of money to repair disasters, which thankfully it's pretty cheap to repair things right now because there isn't really anything. I'm gonna keep watching out for tsunamis. Very, very good idea to keep an eye out, considering everyone is on the coast. People are enjoying the parks, people are enjoying the high amount of work and the easy ways to send out their freight, and just, it's a nice city altogether. It's a nice little, well, it's not really a city yet, but it's a nice tiny little town. We are actually getting some residential demand. Now I'm going to expand the city, but we're still going to keep in mind that everything is very expensive. So when we expand the city, we need to make sure we don't overextend ourselves. Like right there, small expansion, but it still ended up costing us $6,000. That's over 50% of what we had. But it's important that we expand. If we don't expand, we will never get enough money to survive the next disasters. And the more we spread out, the more that'll survive if a disaster hits a centralized area. Honestly, the worst thing would be if a disaster hit the highway, because we can't really repair the highway yet. I don't think we have access to the highway. No, we don't. Yeah. So something hitting the highway would be a real disaster. Didn't, because it is a disaster. No, I honestly wouldn't be able to tell if there was a tsunami at that distance. Is that a wave? I can't tell. I'm really worried about it, and I keep looking and I keep thinking I see something, but I think I'm just gonna drive myself insane. There is no preparing for everything that could possibly happen. We just have to hope. We can also make some city on these mountains, which should be relatively safe. Thankfully, the area looks beautiful. The ocean really is very nice. Man, the game is really going loud with the music today. It's really trying to instill that great city building feeling into me. I very much appreciate it, City Skylines. Ooh, we can buy some land. Now, buying land is actually super useful because it expands the amount of space that a disaster can hit. So if we buy, like, everything around us, it makes the chances of us getting hit go down, which is good. It's a viable strategy for survival in this. But wow, we have a lot of residential demand. But as always, that's a good thing. There we are, just expanding out our residential. Just have to make sure we don't go too far and run out of, like, electricity or something. Oh, are you kidding me? Exactly when I said that, we ran out of electricity. Wow. I can predict the future. Now, $1 million is going to come out of nowhere. Okay, maybe not that lucky. Oh, look, it's like a high-tech boat going by. Hey, a high-tech boat. It's completely abandoning us. They don't want to give us any other power. What we can do to solve this crisis is raise the electrical budget a little bit. How nice. We are actually making money. We are expanding. Population is at about 1,300 people. It's no lavish lifestyle, but it's certainly getting there. We are moving along when it comes to city growth. I'm seeing progress. Very exciting. How much do we owe on our loans? 45,000. Jeez, so we owe a lot of money, and it's very expensive. It's taking in almost, actually, over a fourth of our income is going to that loan. Okay, so I think we can fit one more residential bit over here. And I know I'm getting very close to running out of money here, but the bigger the city is, the more we can, you know, there was a way to increase the amount of money we get from this. I wonder if we could just right off the bat focus on tourism. Just lots of tourism. No, we need 4,600. Yeah, because if we can pull in money that way, honestly, any way we can get money is a good way. It looks like pretty much no natural resources except for some farmable land, especially out in the back over there, which means that we don't have any easy way to get a ton of money. We can, however, build up our own forest industry. It would use a lot of water, but that's something we should definitely look into. Looks like our income is pulling ahead. How much does it cost to get more land the first time? 3,500. We're gonna do it because that cuts the chance of a disaster hitting us in half, and that's pretty darn cheap. And now the city looks kind of odd because it just stops there randomly. Okay. We still have more residential demand. Honestly, if we can keep the demand up like this, we should be able to get a lot of money. And okay, as I bankrupt myself, I say that. No, but really, if we can keep the demand up and keep fulfilling the demand, we should be able to get our finances in check, because our profits are skyrocketing. Well, if you can consider a slight excess skyrocketing, but it's better than the like $10 a week we had before, and it's definitely going up. We do have to worry about our situation over here, though, when it comes to our services. Let me just quickly make sure the disaster intensity is actually up. Yes, it is. Oh no, I unchecked that because of Las Voopris. Whoopsies. I knew something was off. I guess we got a little bit of a grace period there because I forgot about it. I turned the slider up, I just didn't click the button. It was weird that we got like a full minute without a disaster. But now that's over. Now that's over. You guys can yell at me for forgetting that. I guess we're gonna have to build a little, like, town around this crater. Crater town. Very nice. We're slowly paying off this loan here. I want to get it over with, though. Wonder if we can push some... I think we actually can do that. That might be useful. We actually have some demand for things other than residential now. I'm wondering, can I write... Oh, I can! I can make a tunnel. This is great. You guys will see why this is useful in a second. So if we go from this height... make a tunnel through here. I have a plan to make a bit of money. Now, this isn't expensive as my normal landscaping costs. Jeez. It's actually quite cheap compared to what we were doing in New Vooperis. There we go. And can we actually fit a road through there? Yes, we can. Aha! Now here's my plan. Using very, very cheap roads. It is very high density. We zone it all commercial. I mean, not commercial, industrial. Give them a little bit of water. And we start our first district. And this district is going to be focused on forest industry. And then we're just going to artificially throw down a whole lot of trees. We will make a very nice forest. What kind of trees are these down here? They seem a little bit brighter. Shoot. I don't know what type of tree I'm looking for. I have so many different things. I guess we're gonna go for... We can do some cool flower trees as well. Look at this. It will be a nice little forest, which will slowly be cut down by the lumber industry. That's the plan. These trees are really small compared to the other ones. If we go to our map and we go to the resource map, look at that. It's a forest. Now, yes, this is slightly expensive, plopping down this many trees, but it's not really bank breaking. So I am actually pretty happy with it. Okay, so sorry about that. I'm trying to respond to messages, and the crazy thing is I can't even pause when I respond to messages, so I have to hope that, like, no disaster comes in the middle of me. Yep. It's a risky life. Okay, so this is going pretty darn well. We have made this little forest, and according to this, the forest is very nice for the industry. They are actually going to very much like that. If we can just get them to actually build their businesses there. They're going to fill up all of this generic industry first, but we'll get there eventually. We have a ton of residential demand, and we actually have $20,000 in the bank. So what I'm going to do is some very intelligent financial management, which is code for boop, boop. Use that loan to pay off the other loan, and now we are making a whole lot more money. Now we only have a small loan to repay with much lower interest. And now we're going to do some magic. Oh, okay, Meteor is about to hit the city, 9.8. No, not the road. I just built that. You've got to be kidding me. And the highway. And the highway. And everything's on fire. I literally just did that. I just did that. You've got to be kidding me. It was such a nice forest. And now it's gone. Okay, so everything's on fire now. We're still making money. The highway is kind of oofed. The highway is very oofed. Thankfully, there's still a way to get into the city from that direction. Which way does this go? It goes around like that. Can we make it so that people can get to the city from here? Oh wait, it didn't completely delete the roads, so I can't actually repair them. There we go. Ha! That was a close one. Although I can't say close one because it did hurt really bad. Like, that was really bad. Thankfully, it didn't hit the city. It just hit the little area I was working on. But that's, like, really triggering. I just was working on that. That was, like, the last, like, 2 minutes of work. A whole 2 minutes! But realistically, we'll recover. It looks like the fires have been put out. There isn't much damage when it comes to the city itself. It doesn't seem to have caused any power problems. Yeah, I'd say out of all the things that could have been hit, that wasn't so bad. Could have been worse. Let's see. Preset on fire 255 because it literally hit my forest. Yeah, no casualties though, so good job to us. Electrical line was destroyed though. It's not actually needed anyways, so that just saves us money. Cozy Hills is now just a crater, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Rest in peace, Cozy Hills. There was an attempt. Wonder if we could just build like a little tree farm inside of the crater. You know what? Let's do that. Why not? No one likes anything more than building a farm inside of a crater that murdered previous businesses that did the exact same thing. Just a reminder to work very hard until your time is up, because you never know how long you have left. It's kind of dark if you think of it. It's a little bit pessimistic, but you know, it's fine. Everything is fine. So let's go zone that back up. And we gotta make it forestry again. Oh, how exciting. It's so beautiful. Now we're just gonna plant a forest inside of the crater. The great thing... The great thing is that when it comes to the forest, all of the water is going to drain to the bottom of the crater and it's going to help it grow. You see, the crater is actually helpful. This totally isn't me just trying to ignore the fact that it just got destroyed. Wish I could, like, mass place trees. A lot of effort to just constantly plop down trees. And there's probably a setting for it too that I just don't know about. I know there's a mod, but that mod makes it free, so I can't do that. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, look, it's a beautiful forest. Ah, yes, the game sees it as a beautiful forest. Congratulations to us for building a beautiful forest inside of a crater, and it's going to be called Crater Forest, which I think is a very apt name for it. Quick tsunami check. Seems to be clear. Very nice, very nice. Of course, we can always just continue expanding the city and ignoring the disasters. That is the intelligent thing to do. Because then we don't actually have to fix anything. Because the problem isn't there. Ignoring the fact that we already fixed the disaster. But realistically, we aren't doing too badly still. I mean, we knew this was going to be a very challenging series. We're about to hit 2,000 population, so I'm going to declare this a success. We haven't even had any casualties yet. I mean, every disaster has just kind of like missed us. But the amount of craters is kind of funny. This map's gonna look like Swiss cheese by the end. Can we buy another piece of land? No, we can't. I really just want all the disasters to just hit over here. That'd be very convenient for me if nothing actually hit me. I know, people probably say that all the time. And now a panoramic of San Vooprisco, slowly struggling through the disasters. But they are not done yet, and they are going to continue fighting for a beautiful city. Is that a tsunami? No, it's not. I'm joking. I'm sure I just scared like half of you people watching. But no tsunami quite yet. We're fine. We're fine. We're gonna be safe for a while. I mean, thankfully the game has a little bit of a grace period between disasters, which lasts like 5 minutes. So, according to my computer, we're only due like 2 minutes ago for another disaster. So we're gonna be fine. Expanding the city to make more money. Oh, shoot. I messed up the road, which is really sad because it actually really hurts to lose that much money. Oof. But it's okay because now the city is even bigger. Look at that. It's growing so quickly. And it's spreading out rather far, which makes me more confident. The bigger the city is, the more that has to be destroyed to knock us out. Let's quickly make this area a proper district. Oh, there is a earthquake through the center of the city. Okay, that one was slightly painful, I'm gonna admit. That was bad. That could actually have long-standing ramifications for the city, considering we just lost the entire industrial center. No pausing though, so let's go ahead and try to deal with this as quickly and nonchalantly as possible. It would appear that people can still enter the city. That's good. You know, nothing better than being able to enter your own city. We did have casualties. I turned off the woman's voice. I need to turn it back on because I didn't even notice that was coming. I guess there wasn't much I could do about it anyways. But still, I'd like to be able to hear it, kind of. So let's go ahead and turn that emergency broadcast volume on like 50%. Okay, so let's try to repair everything we can. Maybe we can reconnect some main roads that were destroyed. Like that one, there we go. See, everything's gonna be fine. Obviously there were casualties on that one. However, the population is still rising. That didn't actually hit as hard as it could have. We're just gonna rebuild what we've lost. We're probably gonna have to fix the water grid. Actually, it wasn't really destroyed in a way that hurt too bad. We have to fix that though. Very small amount of industry actually did survive that. We have to hook them back up to the outside world though. They're kind of just hanging out on their own. Hey, Boomtown, that means we get a ton of money and we get more land. And we also get policies and new roads and disaster response units and stuff. Wow, that's very useful for this. You know what? I'm going to say that this is going to be a very challenging series, but so far we are doing pretty well. I can't pause, but, you know, now we have highways, so I can repair this. That's very convenient because this was going to slowly kill the city if I didn't repair it. And now it's repaired. Look at that. We can go ahead and speed things up again. Build a disaster response unit. I feel like that would be really expensive. $640 a week, 15,000, but it's probably going to be worth it. No reason, just have a slight feeling it'll be useful. We'll put it right smack dab in the middle of the city. They are actually going and saving people. Yay! Let's pay off that loan we have. See this? This is progress. We are surviving everything the game throws at us. Even Crater Forest isn't completely destroyed. We can...
Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike.
Okay, there's going to be a sinkhole, but it's only going to be a 2.0, and the chances of another thing hitting the middle of the city is pretty low. Oh, it happened right on the coast over here, and it didn't hurt anyone. Good, good, we're doing good. See guys, we're doing fine. You guys were all like, oh, Spike, you're going to be completely destroyed by the game. This is a horrible idea. But you know what? The game's going to be destroyed by my amazing playing skills. Right, guys? Right? Oh boy, this is going to be a disaster. Get it? Disaster. I'm just using puns now to cover up my insane amount of worry for this series. But I know I can't fail. There's too many people depending on me. There's now 2,300 Vooperians in this city who would go homeless if we lost it. I will not allow that to happen on my watch. Vooperians will stand strong in the face of adversity. Our income is now over 2,000 and our population is rising quickly. We are having some death care issues considering we have 0 death care. Well, I wonder why that's an issue. We will build a cemetery in a second. We're gonna need it anyways. I mean, let's be honest. It's not like everyone's surviving this. Man, I'm just perplexed by the fact that I'm actually doing this. This is just a ridiculous idea. This series is just a way to make, like, this is the fastest way to get yourself to rage, but I feel like this is fun. It's a challenge. It's different. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm having to plan things like 10 steps ahead. I'm actually having to worry about like the happiness of the citizens, because if I don't keep them happy, they won't move in as quickly. And we need people so that the economy doesn't completely fall apart. And even now, with the craziness, I still have some time to set up some nice areas in the city. Things are going well. I think we're gonna be fine. I mean, now that we have the emergency stuff, we've got... The industry is building up really quickly, and that means that any second now, they're going to start building the forestry industry. It makes me really excited. I really like the idea of getting some extra cash. It uses a little bit of extra water, but we'll be fine. Oh, never mind. Every time I say it, now we're lacking water. Yes, very nice. But you know what? Once again, we'll just increase the budget because that's cheaper. It was already like super low, so it's okay, guys. I love how when I said something about electricity being fine, we ran out of electricity, and then I said something about water being fine, and then we ran out of water. It's like every time I say something, oh, there won't be a disaster in the next 2 seconds. Game's like, okay, nothing actually happened. Yeah, honestly, I'm slightly concerned about the game's hate for me. It's okay though. It's all gonna be fine. We can go ahead and build a little bit of a trail out of here too. Might as well make the city look good before it gets destroyed. Honestly, I think that this city is actually coming along nicely. Okay, we've got 20,000 in the bank. We have no loans taken. I'm feeling pretty good. Please, Crater Forest. I believe in you. You can build a beautiful, beautiful forestry. They are! Oh, look at that! They're doing it! They're doing it! They're building their industry. Oh, that makes me so happy. Okay, let's go ahead and give them some power. Ah! You guys said it couldn't be done. But guess what? I am even building a forestry industry in the middle of a crater. So, eat that. I knew I could do it. 10 out of 10. Beautiful. It's a beautiful forest. Wow, that's actually pretty, like, terrifying. There's just mountains all around you. Like the steepest road ever. And bumpy, and then you're in the actual city again. But it's fine. They signed up for it. It probably pays very well. So it looks like we have... The game just kind of skipped for a second there, and I thought it was a disaster. We're doing pretty well. Things are building up nicely, and I think it's time to end this episode of Cities Skylines. I know, so disappointing. Last thing we'll do is we will do a rather large extension to the residential area. Oh man, that water pipe lined up just perfectly. And now we can kill that demand. Gone. Be gone, demand. Look at all the people moving into the city. Oh, it's so nice. Crater Forest is once again doing very well. And the rest of the city's moving along nicely. I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this episode of San Vooprisco. And I will see you all next time. Obviously, the city is taking a few hits, but overall, we are managing to push through every disaster that the game has thrown at us. Well, I mean, until a level like 20 tsunami slams into it. But I digress. We'll be fine. We will be absolutely fine. It's me. Yeah, things actually look pretty good. Oh, slight power problems. That's fine. Got it under control. Watch this. Oh, never mind. We actually need to build new power stuff. We will invest in a very expensive advanced turbine on the coast because it makes a lot of power. There we go. There we are. Very nice. I think everything is all sorted out now for the end of the episode. I will see you all next time. Bye.